Hello, मैं ब्रजेश श्रीवास्तव. We informs to you evolution of money, economics developments and the developments of the human civilizations. The developments of the human civilization is the story of the economics developments. With the gradual the economics developments, humans living customs and habits continues the changings. Human society came into the excitance. During the developments, mankind has to face many problems. Human society comes in the excitement during the developments. Mankind has to face the problems. He never cared for them and the continues the marchings ahead. Money was evolved during the economics developments. During battle, man has to face the various problems to get rid of the difficulties and face the during the battle. Money came into the excitance and the monetary exchange was started for the Evonians. History of the economics developments and the evolution of money. Human the civilizations can be divided into 3 parts and 4 parts. Point number 1, the primitive stage. Second, the animals husbandry stage. Third, the agriculture stage, and the 4th, the industrial stage. The primary stage informs to you. It was the stage of the self-reliance. Human needs were very limited to fulfill his needs, and he made of the efforts himself. He did not rely on the body as the primary needs were foodings, clothing, and the shelters. Whenever the hunger was felt by him, he fulfilled his the stomach without the anything anywhere. Could be the available there. It could be the fruits and the vegetables or the meat. The whatever could be the easily available. It was there of the males. The some of them were of the vegetarians, while other were none of the vegetarians. They were the bound to wonders. There was there and the leads of the unstable life. Their primary needs were of the foodings. In the search of the food, they are the continuously wonders here and there's the non-vegetarians used to the wonders to and fro of the continuously to search of the prey, which was the quite of the uncertain life of the people which of the dependent on the meat was more the unstable than the life of the people which did not of the dependent on the meat of the prey. Until all of the fruits of the vegetables available at any the particular fields was not of the consumes, they stayed at that the place as and when in the ended they left that place. Search of the another field was the started again. The same the practice was the adopted by the non-vegetarian also. Sometimes they could not have the registers of themselves there from the eatings of the children and the ailings of the members. In the case of the non-availables of the prey for the pretty long time, non-vegetarians community used to the eat meat and the residual skins as cloths to the cover their bodies, while vegetarian communities used to cover their bodies which of the large leaves and the barks of the trees. They wandered the whole day and after the sittings the suns they stayed anywhere under the open sky or tree. Just after the day breaks they departed because they to make up the arrangements of the body daily for their hunger. This was not a very easy task. They had to bear the seasonal the climates like sun, heat, cold waves, the roarings and the thunderous rain, etc. But the combination and the fighting nature of the mankind's never the surrenders the before these the difficulties, and sooner or later of the succeeded in the winnings over the dams, while of the rulings about of the vegetarian communities came in the contact with of the non-vegetarians the communities. They knew the habitals, foods and the living the habits, etc. This created the desires in them to the receive and the consume them of the consequence the barter systems started. The second is animals the husbandry stage. Animal husbandry stage during the huntings man came into the contact with of the such animals such of the belongs to management species of the bodies. Babies of those animals were of the dependent on the mother's milk. Mother's animals fed their other young the babies on milk from the breast. The human society also they started using their milk to get rid of the human hunger. He was fed with of the everyday search of the fruits of the vegetables, the prey and the roaming lives, the visits, some of the establishing in the life, some rays of the hope was seen in the breeding such of the animals very soon, search of such of the animals and the gain of the mountainiums as soon as a sufficient the number of the minimize could be the level they started animals breedings. Now their life had the become of the dependent on milk of these animals. This was not free from the various difficulties they had to face of the various disease of animals and the sometimes of the large number of animals used to die from the inefficiency of the disease. Other great the problem was of animals for dead events. Now they had to the wander in search of the grassland as they other great the problem was of animals the fattest events. Now they had to the wanderers in search of the grasslands as they went off the grassland was the found and the grass of the animals and the levels there then they led up the vegetables easy the life. Now there was more the stability in the life and then of the private life at this stage there the life was the self-reliance and they were and development on their for anything the barter system was the prevailing in this stage also. Now thank you for the listening to I am Vijay Shivasto. Thank you for watching.